Good evening, everyone. How are we all doing today? Awesome.
Good evening.
This
James,
evening.
we are fine.
All right, awesome, cool. So I welcome everyone to today's class. Apparently, today is our last class, and it's so good that we were able to gather. But I believe that all of the classes have been impactful, have been exciting, and interesting. So after today, that does not mean that we are going to lose communication. We are still going to be talking. We are still going to be communicating in the group. We are still going to be dropping some meaningful lecture notes, meaningful content in the group, so that everyone would, because we would not want to lose this connection. So we are not closing down this group. I'm just trying to let you know that we're not closing down this group. This group is going to be active. And also, we most likely might have to move you into our community where we have like our community where it's something we are working on. But pending the time that will come out, we are going to keep this group active. So I'm saying that to say that after today's class, no one should go missing in action that will not now see you again. No, because there are still some opportunities that would arise that we would share with everyone here. So, that being said, so today we'll continue on where we stop on the marketing, and then today we'll also be looking at accessing finance, because those are like two key major factors in poultry production. So I would not want to waste much of our time. I'll just go straight into the class. Please let me know when you can see my screen.
Yes.
Can I see the screen?
Yes, we can see it.
All right, cool. So I believe that everyone here, we were around in the last class where we stopped. But if not, the video is already available, has been posted to the group, so we can go and check it. So I'll just sort of summarize what I've said in the last class. So I mentioned that no matter how good you are with farming, either you're a fish farmer, a poultry farmer, even crop farmer, whatever business generally it is you're doing, no matter how good you are, if you are not selling, then there's a problem. There's no way you make money if you are not selling, right? And that means that if you want to sell, then you have to market, you have to do your marketing. And I said something very important, that it is not when you have a farm that you now start looking for market. Before, while you are planning to have your farm, while you are planning to become a fish farmer, while you are planning to become a poultry farmer, also plan your market as well. So this is for startups in our midst, people that are just trying to start their farm. Before you buy those birds or those fish, plan your market. Plan this, just have an idea of who you want to sell to, right? And it's part of planning your farm. So it's not when you are at the point of selling that you now just start looking for the market you want to sell to. No. So I will just summarize. Basically, we are supposed to start from content marketing today. I'm just going to summarize what we have here. So the last class I made mention about one of the key strategies to consider in marketing is target. It's called target marketing. And I remember saying that can we all hear me, please?
Yes.
All right. So I remember saying that when you talk about target marketing, that means that you already have an idea of the people you want to serve. I'll give you an example. So at VetSac, the people we focus on, as much as we are an agricultural company, we finance agriculture, but our main focus is poultry farmers and fish farmers. So we already know the people that we want to serve. We already know we already target the set of people we want. We are working with poultry farmers and fish farmers. So you would not see us go to crop farmers. You will not see us talk to rabbit farmer. You will not see us talk to even turkey farmer. because that's not our target audience. If we go, if we now go and start talking to someone that is wearing dog, that means that we don't know what we're doing because it's not our target market. You understand? So as a farmer, I need to know, even aside being a farmer, for whatever business it is you are doing, because I believe a lot of us have other business that we are doing, right? So this cut across also to other business that you are doing. You need to know the target market. You need to have a target of the set of people that you want to sell to, actually. Then I also made mention of social media marketing, and I remember saying that a lot of us that are in this training today, we got to know about this training from our social media platform, majority from our social media platform. Right, so maybe from WhatsApp, from Facebook, from Instagram, from LinkedIn, from Twitter, from anywhere it is that you got to hear about this training. I'm sure it is from social media. Now, how well are you using that social media? How well are you? Just use your WhatsApp as example. How many people on your WhatsApp knows that you're a poultry farmer, or how many people knows that you're a fish farmer? How often do you post about your products? You need to I made an emphasis in the last class of the guys that sell gala and pure water and water in traffic. You see them carry their stuff on their head, market it, even if you don't want to, even if you are not thirsty, the way they will put the water in your face, you would want to buy. That is the same way we should market. We should carry our fish and our chicken on our head. Market your product, because if you don't market, you will not sell. If you don't sell, there's no way you have money. So, and you have to make use of our social media as well. How well are you using your WhatsApp status? The WhatsApp status feature is not there for fashion. It's there to be used. So how well are you actually using this feature? Every morning you can decide to, when you wake up, you can post a video of when you are feeding your chicken, or when you are feeding your fish, or maybe you are trying to off-take. Just post a video of, okay, you are off-taking. Just make random videos, take pictures, let people your immediate contacts, let them know that this is what you do. Because if they don't know, imagine if I'm on your contact, and I don't know that you sell fish, or I don't know that you sell chicken. So I want to send fish abroad. I don't know that you do it because you did not show me that you do it. So there's no way I'm going to patronize you. So let us make use of our social media, even more than WhatsApp, even on Facebook, on any social media platform that you are. Let your friends know that this is what you do, so that when they have an opportunity for that thing, they will be able to come and call you and say, I know you do this thing and I need this thing. So we need to make a very good use of our social media platform. That being said, so we'll start today from content marketing. So when we say what is content marketing, what is content actually? Make everything you see online, maybe you see a flyer online, you see a video online, you see a text, everything you see online, basically they are called content. Now, how do you now bring content marketing into your poultry business or into your catfish business? Here is what you can do, right? So these things actually take time. It's not like immediately you start it, you start getting results. No. If I tell you start getting results immediately, I'm just trying to sugarcoat it, or I'm trying to deceive you, and I would not do that, right? But once you start it and you are consistent, consistency is the key here. Consistency. Once you are consistent, before you know it, now everything will blow up, right? Now, when we say content marketing, this is a way where you create valuable and informative content related to your poultry farming, and you share it online. Let me give you an example of content you can post. As a fish farmer, you can post you can write stuffs on how to export fish. Do you get that? You can write a text on how to export fish, how to dry fish, and just post it. It's not, most times it's not necessarily always come and buy fish, or come and buy chicken, come and buy chicken. You can post now that we've taught you several things now, you can just go on your social media or go on WhatsApp and post basic disease, how to prevent disease in fish, or how to prevent disease. Just make it like a duty to every day say something about what you are doing. Just let's henceforth, I would like us to make it an habit. Say something about what you are doing online, maybe on WhatsApp, on your WhatsApp status, or on Facebook, or anywhere. Say something about your farm. Say something about fish. Say something about your business. You can post and say the benefit of egg, the benefit of chicken, the class of food that chicken falls into. Just basic things that can make people, that is related to what you actually do. Even if you're a crop farmer, you can pick the crop, maybe a maize farm, and just come up with something. Just come up with something and then post this thing. Just post it. Keep posting. Make sure that every day when everybody in your contacts comes on WhatsApp, they are seeing something that you are doing on your wall. It will keep reminding them that you are still in this business. It will keep reminding them that you are still in this business. I will cite an example. How many of us use maybe MTN? How many of us use MTN here as their network provider?
Yeah, I'm using MTN.
Me too.
I also use
How
it.
many you use MTN? Good.
Yes.
I use MTN as well, and almost every day I receive a message from MTN about how I can buy data, how I can do this, how I can do that. Do you also receive one or two messages from MTN today?
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. That is a way of marketing. What is MTN trying to tell you? What they are trying to tell you is that if you want to buy data, we are still in the business of selling data. They are just putting it in our memory so that when I open it and see it, imagine if I was thinking of how will I get data now, and then I saw a message from MTN, it will just stick, and I will go and get it with the code and everything. Do you get? So that is the same thing that works with every other kind of business. We have to be reminding everybody around us, and even the ones that are not around us, the one that as far as we have the resources now, which is your phone. You have your phone, use it well. Just keep reminding people every day that this is what I do. This is what I do. Say something every day about what you do. It keeps reminding people that, oh, this person is still in business. Because if you're not talking about it again, people can imagine that, oh, maybe this person has stopped this business. Maybe you are not doing it again. So that's one way to market well. That's one way to market well. Do we understand that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, good. Another thing is online advertising. This one is a bit technical. But I'll just explain briefly. This is a way where you can actually pay money to, maybe I'll use Facebook for example now. Pay money to Facebook to run an advert. Now, I'm sure if you're familiar with Facebook, I'm sure you will see some posts that they wrote sponsored on it. Have you ever come across any of those kind of posts?
Come again.
I said, if you are familiar with Facebook very well, you will see some posts that they wrote sponsored on it.
Okay, yes.
Yes.
Have you come across any of those posts?
Yes.
Exactly. That is, those kind of posts are example of adverts. Those people that did those posts, they paid Facebook money to run that advert. That is why you can see it on your page. Normally, that person that made that advert is not your friend on Facebook. You are not the person's friend on Facebook. But because the person has paid Facebook money, that is why they are showing the advert to you. So imagine if any of the adverts you are seeing, right, you actually need that thing. You can easily start a conversation
Sandra,
with
no,
the
you get up.
person. Can we mute our mic, please?
Yes. We are hearing you.
Okay, thank you. So imagine if you need something, if you need that thing that you saw the sponsored ad on, you can easily just click on that and start a conversation with whoever made the adverts. And from there, it can lead to a conversion. So another way of marketing is through running of adverts. Like I said, it's a bit technical. It's not something that will just down practical. Just invest in targeted online adverts. So that imagine if you can run an online advert and say, okay, I'm in Lagos, I want to run advert to people that are living in Ikorodu, K2. I'm just using Ikorodu as an example. I think Mr. Ayodele stays in Ikorodu, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So I'll use Ikorodu as an example. Now imagine you're a farmer in Ikorodu. You can run an advert, maybe on Facebook or Instagram, even WhatsApp business now runs adverts. You can run an advert and say you want to target people that are living in My 2. Is it My 2 that is close or My 12?
Yes.
My 2, I guess.
My 2
Yes, you can decide to run an advert for people that are living in My 2, K2, Maryland, or Jota. Places that are just sort of close to Ikorodu, where you can easily deliver to if they request for your product. You can decide to run that advert. Now, what Facebook will do is, Facebook will now target just like targeting that I mentioned earlier, Facebook will now target your adverts and make sure that the only people that are seeing it are the people that are living in the area that you ask them to show it to. You can also actually now tell Facebook that, see, I want somebody that is living in K2 that is a mother that has children and would need egg. You see how much you can now narrow your targeting if you run an advert. So one of the key strategies to consider in marketing is advertisements, right? Online advertisement. But even because that one requires money, you can decide to start without paying of that first. So start with social media marketing, start with content marketing. So now in content marketing, you're not just saying, come and buy chicken, come and buy egg. You're actually giving value. You're teaching people how to smoke fish, how to dress broiler birds for production, how to do several things. And that way you get the markets that you require. Another thing is through customer reviews and testimonials. So this is what I would advise on this one. Whenever you sell your chicken, I mean, people used to give testimonial on how chickens are good compared to some other chicken. Whenever you sell your chicken, maybe you sell it to off-takers also, just request for testimonial. Tell them to give you reviews. Tell your customer, demand it. You have to demand it, because if you don't ask for it, they will not give it to you. So as a fish farmer, you probably processed fish and maybe they sent it out or something. Tell the person you sold the fish to, please, can you give me a review? Can you let me know how the fish tastes? Ask for it so that you can now show the world that this is what my customers are saying, and this is what you will also say when you patronize me. That is another way of doing marketing. So leverage on customer reviews, because even we are in Nigeria, we want to see somebody that has bought from you so that we can trust you. It is a normal thing in Nigeria. So when anybody see that, okay, somebody have actually bought from this person and this is what they are saying, they would find it very easy to say, okay, I want to buy from this person. So leverage on customers' review and testimonial. Engage your satisfied customers. So an off-taker comes to pack your beds and maybe in a few days they've sold it off. Ask them, what do you think about my chicken? And they tell you, oh, it is good. Oh, this and that. Then that testimonial, just grab it like that, post it online, say, this is what my customers are saying. That will also bring in more markets to you. Next thing you can do to another key strategy in marketing your product is through collaborations and partnerships. So as either you're chicken or fish farmers, right? You can collaborate with restaurants. You can collaborate with schools, right? I know some schools that they used to do maybe World Egg Day. There was a time I had the school do World Egg Day. So that means that every student in that school that day is going to have an egg. So now that way, imagine if a farmer Imagine if one farmer is to now deliver the eggs that they use in that school. So imagine 100 students have an egg for World Egg Day. That's 100 pieces of eggs. That's like about 3 crates or thereabouts just in one day. And now imagine if the school have more than that. I'm not saying just go to schools. I'm just saying that work with collaboration and partnership. So you can even collaborate with other farmers. There are some bigger farmers that would come and buy from you. Maybe a person that does like about 10,000 birds or 20,000 birds would come and buy from you that do 1,000 to 2,000. So, but if you don't collaborate, be open to networking. That is why I think I mentioned in the last class that this training is not only for you to learn, it is also for you to connect, network, right? Network. So collaboration and partnership is very, 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 very key. So talk to restaurants. Go to restaurants and talk to them. Talk to them and say, see, I read chicken. I can be bringing chicken for you. What's the worst that they'll say is no, but at least you know that you tried. So imagine if you have 20 restaurants in your area, enter there and talk to them and say, this is what I do, and I want to supply you. Even as a fish farmer, restaurants they sell fishes. Go there and say, this is what I do. They will tell you, oh, we have a customer, we have somebody that supplies us already, but just propose to them. And before you know it, maybe if you go to 20, at least one will tell you, okay, oh yeah, let's do this. Much more go to eatery. Like the best place is where they sell food, because people eat chicken, of course, regardless of how expensive or how cheap it is, people will still eat it. So collaboration and partnership is very, very key when it comes to marketing as a poultry farmer, as a fish farmer, as any kind of farm you are or any kind of business you do. Then another thing is loyalty program and incentive. So as a farmer, you can decide to do there's something they used to do before that say buy one get one free. And I'm not saying buy one get one free now, but you can come up with a loyalty program, you can come up with incentive, you can come up with discounts and say, okay, buy 10 chicken and get one free, or buy 20 chicken and get so discount. Do you know that kind of thing would ginger people to want to do it? I will give you an example of this kind of thing. So I'm using myself as an example now. Can we all hear me, please?
Loud and clear.
All right. I'll use myself as an example. Thank you. So I have an app on my phone that I have never ordered anything from before. But today, they told me that they are going to give me 15% discount on whatever I order. Now, because they said they'll give me 15% discount, I actually ordered. And then the price of what I bought was doubled, but they removed the 15% discount. But at least I ordered because they said they are going to give me 15% discount. But if you look at it on the long run, they actually collected their 15% from what I bought already. Do you understand that scenario? Do you understand? So that kind of thing now is I was able to order because they told me of discount, right? So we can leverage. You can, as a farmer, you can leverage on incentive. Say there are some farms, there are some businesses that say, okay, if you buy from us from January to December, by December you get a gift. So people would now want to always people would now always want to buy because at the end of the year they want to get a gift. So that kind of thing, that is another strategy to consider when you are thinking of your marketing. So that's like the last strategy. So we spoke about target marketing, where I said you should target your market, know the people that you want to sell to, make use of your social media.
Please, mute yourself, please.
Sorry, is the office. We are so sorry for that. So I was talking about target marketing. Also make use of your social media. Then make use of content. Do videos. Post. Do content about the benefit of what you do and post it. You can also do online advertisement. And I also mentioned leverage on customer review and testimonial. Do collaborations. Collaborate with other farmers. See how you can work together to bring things up. And lastly, I can do loyalty program and incentive. So that will be all on marketing. That will be all on marketing. So do we have any questions? I believe that we should have questions. Any questions?
This is
Can
totally
you hear me,
clear.
please?
Yes, we are
Very
hearing
clear.
you.
Yeah?
Clear. I like.
All right. So quickly, we will now go into accessing finance. Just a minute out. Okay. Accessing capital. Because so what we did actually is what we did was, after we've taught everything about how to grow your farm, how to do this, how to do that, without capital, everything is just like we are just trying. But capital is very, very essential in whatever it is that you're doing, either as a poultry farmer, as a fish farmer, or any business that you're doing. Capital is very key. So today we'll be looking at how to access capital, and that brings us to telling you about what we actually do at Vexac, because that is our core. Actually, we provide financing to poultry and fish farmers. So I feel like it's not going to be right if after all this training we do not let you know what we do. So this session is to strictly tell you, explain what we actually do at Vexac and how you as a poultry farmer or a fish farmer can benefit from this. So accessing capital to grow your farm profit, basically. So when we say accessing capital here, accessing capital involves securing financial resources to invest in the expansion and improvement of your farm operations. So you started your farm with 100 birds and you are looking at growing to 200, growing to 500, growing to 1,000, growing to 2,000, as long as you have the capacity. But if you don't see money to do this growth, it will just be in your dreams or your mind, right? You will not be able to explore this growth that you have. But when you have money, it's going to be very easy for you. So when seeking capital for poultry farm growth, it is essential to present a well thought out business plan. All right. So that brings me to remind us of our first class where we talk about farm planning, right? So when you are planning your farm, that means that you have already written out stuff, you've already written out how much you intend to spend, basically for every business, you need to have a business plan. You need to have a business plan if you are very serious with the business. I used to say that we have agribusiness and we have agriculture. So you might decide to be doing agriculture just for the culture because you love it. But you can also decide to do agriculture as an agribusiness, as a business, because it is actually a business. So if you're dealing as a business, then you need a business plan, because nobody will finance you. Nobody will finance you without seeing that this is what you have done and this is what you intend to do. Even if you go and apply for grants or apply for any kind of free money, say, they want to see your plan. They want to see what you have done, what you've been able to achieve, than what you intend to achieve. So as a business person, you should have a business plan. So in case you don't have, get one as soon as you can. So when seeking capital for poultry farm growth, it is essential to present a well thought out business plan, demonstrate the farm profitability and growth potential. I already explained that, and provide clear details on how the funds will be utilized. Building strong relationships with lenders or investors and maintaining a good credit history will also enhance your chances of accessing the necessary capital to achieve profitable growth in your farm. So I'm going to stay a little on the credit history thing. Now, when we talk about credit history, that's like the basically how your credit works, how your loan management works. So if you have never borrowed loan in your life, if you have never borrowed loan at any point in time, you have a good credit history. Your credit score is okay. Also, if you have borrowed loan before and you have paid back, or you are currently servicing a loan, but you are paying as at when you're supposed to pay, you have your credit history is okay. But if for a person that is owing a loan and is never paying back, person just borrowed the loan and went missing in action, the credit that means that your credit score, your credit history is shaking, and no funder, nobody would loan that kind of person money again, because they believe that the way the person did the other money is the way they would also do this one. So I'm just saying that to say that we should maintain a good credit history. So if we intend to basically, I'll just let you know that there's most people that we see now that are doing great in their business, most of them are, it's not their money, it's not really their money per se, it's loan that they are using. Even Dangote is running on loan. So don't see loan as a bad thing, but it now becomes a bad thing when it turns bad in your hand, when it turns bad in anybody's hand. So I'm saying that don't say, oh, I will never collect loan in my life, but say that if I collect it, I would pay back so that I will get more. That's the right mindset to this thing. So I'm just saying that to say that you maintain a good credit history, because no funder or no borrower. Can you hear me, please?
Loud and clear, man.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Because I don't get a message now that someone is complaining of network. Okay, so I'm just saying that maintain a good credit history so that in case you want to get financing for your farm or for your business, it will be easy for you. So, raising capital with better cap. Sorry, I mentioned that we are actually now going to be saying what we actually do at Better. So basically, what do we do at Better? Better is a financial company. We use technology to finance farms. So basically, we finance poultry farmers and fish farmers with input. Now we understand that the major challenge is not the money, but is the increase of feeds. Do we all agree to that?
Yeah.
Yes, I learned that as at December, or there was a time when feed was about 6,000, 7,000 per bag. And all of a sudden it just skyrockets. Now, I don't know how much they sell feed. How much is a bag of feed now? Anybody has any idea?
You got different one. 17 day, 20 day, 18 day, 22 day.
Exactly.
It depends on the branding.
The brand, right? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So the major thing that a farmer needs, basically, and feed is inevitable. You cannot run a poultry, you cannot run a fish farm without feed, because what would they eat? If they don't eat, then you're not even going to make any profit at all. So we understand that the challenge that most farmer has is accessing money now to now get these feeds. And this is where we come in, right? So Better provides poultry farmers. So at the time of preparing this, we only finance poultry farmers, but now we do poultry and fish. So VETAC provide poultry and fish farmers with a convenient and streamlined process for securing big loans to support the growth of their farm. As an agri-tech app, VETAC offers a digital platform specially designed to connect farmers with financial solutions. So I would explain what we do in a simple term. We know that feed is the main challenge. Many farmers have beds, but they have the money to get the beds. But when they think of the high price of feed, they just develop cold feet. Same thing as fish too. High price is the challenge. So now we say, you know what, you have your bed, you have your fish. Now we are going to provide the money for the feed. Once you see money for the feed, I believe the farm should run well. So we have an app called VETAC app. I have an app called VETAC app. It's on Google Play Store. Now, after signing up on that app, you complete everything. There is a form there. There's a form. I'm still going to walk us through the step, but I'm just trying to explain how it works. There's a form on the app that says apply for funds, just something like this that you're looking at. Apply for funds that you're seeing on that phone screen. Now, once you click on this apply for funds, there is something called EOP. Now, this EOP is a way to know how your farm is doing. Remember, I mentioned earlier that nobody will fund you if they don't see how you have been doing and how you intend to use the money. Even government would want to see if government want to fund you, they want to see how you will be profitable with this thing before they can fund you. All right? Because the main reason why anybody would want to fund any business is for profit, is so that business can be more profitable. So economy of production is basically how you operate on your farm, how you spend your expenses, the basic things that you spend on. We just want to understand that, basically. And once you have filled all of that, as a page that shows where you have to upload a 6-month bank statement. A 6-month bank statement. Now, this 6-month bank statement, once it is uploaded and you have complete, after you upload your 6-month bank statement, your application will be complete. You can then submit. Now, here is what we do from our back end. We take your statements that you have uploaded. First and foremost, we check your credit history. I made mention of keeping a good credit score. So we check your credit history. If you are a serial borrower, maybe you are always borrowing and not paying back, that's like an automatic. So that's the major reason why we decline farmers. If we check the farmer's credit history and realize that this person is owing, we decline it. But if after your credit history has been checked and say, oh, this person's credit history is fine, your credit score is fine, then we go ahead to now analyze the bank statement to check the inflow and outflow. That now helps us to know how much your capacity can carry, how much you can carry, right? Because sometimes some farmers will say, oh, we need 10 million naira. After the review, we would notice that what they have the capacity, according to the kind of transaction they have been doing, they cannot take more than 1 million, right? So that means that if we give them 10 million, they might not be able to return it. So we like to work with each farmers according to their capacity, because we don't want our money to now be a burden on you as a farmer. At the end of the month, you now start running a task because you want to pay us. No, we don't want that. Because we want every farmer to use the money well for their farm and happily and joyfully pay back, so that they will be able to reapply again. And everybody is happy. You're happy, we're happy. Business is going fine. Do you understand? Are we together, please?
Yes.
You're together.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you very much. So after we've analyzed the bank statements, right, we've done the analysis, then we now know how much it is that we can give you. Sometimes, in fact, a lot of times, the result of our analysis is always like equal to how much you actually requested for. Sometimes the farmer will request for 5 million naira, and after the analysis, we realize that okay, this person actually qualified for like 7 million. They'll say, okay, the 5 million requested for, we can give you, right? But occasionally, a farmer might not qualify for the exact amount he or she has requested for. So after we've done our analysis, right, then we now call the farmer and say, you know what, you requested for 2 million naira, but it's 1.5 million that we can give you, or it's 1 million that we can give you. Is that fine by you? Once you say it's fine by you, then the next step is for our agents in your state to come to your farm, just do normal check. That is normal. I believe that's normal to everybody. Do normal check in your farm. Check that. Then once that is done, there are necessary documents that need to be signed and submitted. And once that is done, we then disburse the money to your feed supplier. Because if we give you the cash, with the way things are going in this country, even if you give me the cash, that's when I'll go and pay school fees. I'm just joking. But we understand how there can be a lot of distraction when it comes to spending money. So we've approved your money. We now pay it to your feed supplier. If you have a feed supplier that we can work with, we pay the money to the feed supplier. If you don't have a feed supplier that we can work with, we have feed suppliers in different states. We then pay to our own supplier. Then you go and pick your feed, the kind of feed that you use, not the kind of feed that we want, because it's not our bread, it's your bread, and you need to raise them with the kind of feed that you need. So once you pick the kind of feed that you use from the supplier that has been disbursed to, and then you feed your bird. As simple as that. Is that a long process?
No,
That is just the process
that's
from
fantastic
start.
process.
That's the process from start to finish. That is what has been simplified here. So basically, like I said, you download the app. So it's on Google Play Store. Everyone can download it. If you have not downloaded it yet, I know some people already have the app on their phone. If you have not downloaded it yet, you can go on Google Play Store after today's class, download VETSARK app, VETSARK, on Google Play Store. Once you download, you'll be required to complete your verification. I mean, we want to know you, your name, your business name. You have to do a BVN verification and maybe a NIN verification. Once you do that, you then come into the dashboard where you'll be able to start your application. After your application, we do our process and then reach out to you that your loan has been approved or declined. And I already explained why a loan, why an application can be declined. Basically, if the farmer is owing, the application can be declined. But if you have a good credit history, I mean, you have high chances of getting approved. And once we're done, the good thing is that for every step that your application goes through, once it is submitted, you get a message that we have received your application. And then after that, once your application once we start processing it, we get a message and say, see, your application is being processed. The application is being reviewed. And once it's approved, you get a message also that your application has been approved. Then you get a call from our team. It is as simple as that. So that is like the simplest way to access capital or to access finance with VETSARK app. Do we have any question, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I
Thank you, ma'am.
have a question.
No, madam.
Okay. Yes, please. I'll take your question.
I have a question. Can I go on?
I have a
Please go
question,
ahead.
ma'am.
Hello?
Yes, please go ahead.
Go ahead.
Hello? Can you hear
Please go
me?
ahead. I can hear you.
Oh, I really appreciate the efforts being done by FedSAC.
Thank you very much.
I've been exposed to the app for probably more than a year now.
Oh, wow.
But unfortunately, okay, firstly, I'm Abdulgafar calling from Ilori.
Okay.
I'm a fish farmer and also a poultry farmer, layers production specifically. So, having been exposed to the app and the good financing they offer. But I was cut short then. I don't know the recent development now because I do layers and I do fish
Okay.
farming, catfish. Then they only give finances to broiler farmers. As a matter of fact, I have those already in the cycle, and they are in their subsequent cycle of production. They pay back, they get higher financing, and I really commend the approach of the company to that. But coming to me personally as a farmer now, I haven't been able to start with you guys because of my own line. You said you are doing poultry and fishery. So now poultry is not only broilers. Layers is also a common type of poultry. So I don't know. I can understand the bottleneck on the tenure of repayments. Like the broiler is 6 weeks. So I don't know if you guys have fashioned a way out to give financing to layers farmer and also catfish farming. Catfish farming also have like specific short duration compared to layers. So at least if it's every 6 months instead of 6 weeks of broilers, or as so determined by the company, and also for layers. So please, I will need enlightenment on that one.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Abdugafar, for your question. So, as at the time you got the app last year, we were only financing poultry farm, and we sort of narrowed down to broiler because of the the tenure. So for poultry farm, we do 2 months, that's 8 weeks. And we understand that broiler production between 5, 6 weeks, they are done with the cycle. And then in 2 weeks, you can sell and pay back and then apply for another one and continue that cycle like that. However, as a layer farmer, we can work with you. That is only if that 8 weeks would work for you. Because like I said in my explanation, we would not want you to take what will now choke you. And we've worked with about 1 or 2 layer farmers, I guess, because they said, okay, the 8 weeks is fine for them. But we understand that I understand that layers they take is like after 16 to 20 weeks before they now start
16 weeks.
laying well. Yes, that kind of thing. So we are sort of trying to be very considerate. But for your fish farm, sir, you can please go ahead and start your application for catfish because we do catfish now, and catfish is not 2 months. For the catfish tenure is 3 months. So I hope that answers your question.
Okay. Thank you, Ma. I have a question.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, my question is well, let me first of all say that I want to appreciate you for giving leverage to farmers so that they will be able to expand their farm and help in feeding the nation. But I want to ask a question, and the question is about the loan. One, you said that you don't give the money directly to the farmers and that you pay it to those that are selling feed. Then I want to ask, what if the farmer has some responsibility apart from feeding the animals? For example, somebody maybe has a poultry farm of about maybe 500 initially, and the person wants to expand it to about 1,000. He needs money for some other things apart from feed. Then how is such a farmer going to get money for the expansion if the money is only given for the feed? That's my first question. Then the second one is, we don't know the tenor of the loan. So the another has to be spelled out. Then we should also know how much will such an individual, be paying maybe every month or according to the way, we want the May to be repaid. So those are my questions.
All right. Thank you very much for that question, sir. So, first and foremost, if I get you right, your first question was the farmer has other responsibilities aside feeds. How do they go about that? Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. So, yes, we understand that the other responsibility aside feed. But we also understand that 80% of the production, 80% of the production expenses is feed. So what we are doing is carrying the burden of that 80%. So for now, we are focused on just carrying the burden of it. I mean, we can come up with system later that deals with other expenses, maybe DOC, maybe vaccine, maybe brooding expenses. But for now, we are only carrying the burden of the feeds. So for now, it's just the feeds financing that we are providing. Does that answer your question, sir?
It is clear now.
All right. And then the second question is about the tenure and about the fee that you pay on about whatever amount. So for a poultry farm, we do 8 weeks for a poultry farm. That's 2 months. So we believe that as a broiler farmer, we actually really work with broiler farmer most because we believe that in 5-6 weeks, that cycle is ready to be sold, and then you have like 2-3 weeks to sell and then pay back and then take again and continue the cycle like that, continue like that. So sorry, sir. So basically 8 weeks, 2 months for poultry, and then 3 months for fish, for a catfish farm. So that's basically what we do. 2 months for poultry farm, 3 months for a catfish farm. And then as regards, can we all hear me, please?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Yes, we're here.
Okay, all right. And as regards the fee that you pay on top, so here is what we do. We do between 3% to 5% monthly, depending on the farm. We work with each farmer according to their capacity, but we do between 3% and 5% per month. So that's what we do.
Okay, it
Is
is
that
clear.
clear, please?
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. You're welcome.
This is James Hunjo,
Okay,
and I'd like
welcome,
to
Mr. James.
ask a quick one, because I'm
Please
really
go ahead.
busy at my fish farm site due to the flood issue.
Oh, okay. So sorry about that also.
Yeah. So we know that your focus for now is on short-term loan to address the issue of poultry farmers. And like I mentioned the other time privately, I was having issue with continuing my filling of my whatever it is on the app, because there was only the provision was just for fish and shop. So as it is, since you have not yet, you did promise that very soon that fish farmers will receive attention. That means that fish farmer will not be reflected on that app. But until then, you said I could also use that of poultry. Are you assuring that if I use that of the poultry aspect of that app, that I'll be able to access the loan? So that's just, I hope you
Okay.
understand my question, man.
I understand your question, sir. So basically, we are talking about 2 different apps. Yes, sir. The app that you are talking about is for your record keeping. That's
Okay.
clever. That's for record keeping. That is not the application loan. So the application loan is called VetSac app. And that one has a function, it has a feature for poultry, for fish, for feed supplier, for meat processors, for fish processors. So you have to download VetSac app, sir. I will drop the link. In fact, let me just drop the link as I'm talking now on the group. So you download VetSac app. That is the app you can use for the application.
Please, hello, ma.
Please, yes, I'm with you.
Please, I need someone around my place to go and learn how to do all this business, because I'm a new to do the business.
Where is your place, ma?
I'm living at Ede.
Ede, okay. Ede not. We have a group of farmers in Ede. Actually, we were in Ede last month. You know what? Please send a DM. Please send a message to our channel after this class so that we'll talk better.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello, good day. I appreciate the response to the question earlier. I'm
Please send a
Abdulgafar
message
calling
after we talk.
from. Please, there's also a challenge with the FedSAC app in the issue of the NIN,
Okay, go ahead.
the LIN page, NIN page. So
Okay.
to get your virtual NIN, I've not been able to scale through that recently.
Okay.
Ever since I've
Okay.
been using the app then, and I discovered it can go for my line of business. So I just have the app on my phone, but not using it. So since you replied to my question, I tried opening the app. Then on the virtual, to generate your virtual name, you have to copy a code to paste and dial. Code is not going through. I don't know if there's a way around that. Thank you.
Okay. So the virtual name was as at the time that you update. So, hear me, please.
Yeah.
Okay, update your app on Google Play Store because it's no more. There's no more virtual name because of the kind of issues that it's giving us. So update your app, and then you'll be able to verify your own name. You don't have to do virtual NIN anymore. Is that clear, please? And in case you still do it, sorry, please hold on, Mr. Lehman. In case you do it and you still have a challenge, please send a DM. Just send a DM to us on Telegram or WhatsApp. We'll respond to you.
I have installed the app.
Can I go now?
Yes, Mr. Lehman, please go ahead.
Good evening, man.
Good evening,
I
sir.
want to start by appreciating Vesta for this wonderful training.
I'm struggling to hear you.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah,
Can you hear
I
me
can
now?
hear you, but I think network is a bit bad.
It's network challenge.
I'm hearing you here.
What I want to ask specifically is on the issue of loan. I can recall vividly. Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
I'm hearing you.
So go
Me, I
Okay.
ahead
cannot
You
hear
can
now.
hear
you.
Just
me?
go ahead.
Hello?
Okay, I can hear you now, Mr. Lehman. Please go ahead.
Okay. Okay. What I want to ask specifically is on the issue of loan.
Okay.
Initially, before the initiation of the training class, this master class, I had the app, though it wasn't the other loan app, the VETSAC itself. So what I wanted then was to apply for loan, but to my dismay, it was displayed that it has not been extended to our state. So I
Okay, where
don't
is your
know
state,
if
please?
the Niger. So I don't know if this very one being talked about now cut across all the states. I believe
Okay.
you can hear
Can
me.
I can hear you. I understand
Okay.
your question, sir. And
Okay.
I understand your
Thank
question.
you.
Can I answer now?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
All right. So actually, presently, we are currently in I think about 7 states in Nigeria. We have not been able to cover all states in Nigeria. We are currently
Okay.
operating in Lagos State here, Oyo State, Ogun State, Ondo State, Kwara, Osun State, and Edo State. Those are we are currently fully operational in those 7 states. So, but
Okay.
here's what we do. Because you have registered, right?
Okay.
Your details has been added to our waiting list.
Okay.
So as soon as we extend to your state, you will be among the first people to be notified.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. So we are actually working to extend to more states than we are. But it's a gradual process. We would not like to rush things.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate. Thank you
Add
very
to
much.
that, please.
Okay, yes, please go ahead.
All right. That question is very, very important and crucial. So, in addition to what you just said, I think there are occasions where we might decide to, consider your location or your state. And what is that criteria? If you have enough, maybe other farmers in the state or in that locality, are you getting it? That, because you cannot just come, before we even start considering that state, you must be really sure that you have enough farmers there, whether fish and poultry farmers. So when we have such number, we can consider, that very state. So if you as a farmer have other farmers within that state, let's say you put up to 20 or 30, as the case may be, I think it can also fast track the process of we coming to that particular state. That's the only thing I want to add. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, JK, for that, for adding to that. So do we have any other questions? Any other question?
Hello.
Yes, please,
Hello.
Mr. Time. We
Yes.
can hear you. Go ahead.
Good evening, ma. It's quite elaborating, and I enjoy the whole thing. But considering Nigerian setting, this is not the question. This is just like if you people could add it into the system, so that while you are giving out the money, you are equally safeguarding your investment. In the sense that I realize that it's not that most farmers are not ready to run the money, to run the process. But most time we faced one or two things, challenges, while working on how to raise the funds, how to repay back, and all those things. Whereas it's a business, that is very buoyant. So what I'm saying is, if in those states, as you said you have right now, we can have people that will be like monitoring, maybe on a weekly basis, go to that farm, check, have a one on-site knowledge of what is going on, so that at every point in time you'll be able to track if there is any delay, or why the money, or how soon the money will come out. Hello, ma. Hello.
I'm with you,
Hello.
sir. I'm with you, sir. I'm with you. I can
So
hear
that
you.
we need people who are, I don't know, maybe you call it agronomist, or somebody who is vast into that knowledge of process, to monitor your funds. I'm talking from your side now, that your funds must not go into, because some people will tell you, yes, I've invested it, I've not, you can see there's no money coming in. But if you have people that monitors along with them on weekly basis, or 2 weeks basis, that will put something down to come there and see records and check on what is going on. So at the end of the day, even if it's 1 month plus, even if it's 2 months, the borrower and the lender will be rest assured that my money is in a safe place, and the borrower will know that these people are monitoring me. I don't have to go and spend. Saying you give the money to the feed people, I can collect 10 bags from them, sell 2, keep the money. That is possible. But if you have somebody who is monitoring me, even if I have to collect 10 bags, your money, the person monitoring me know how many days I must use that 10 bags before I take other bags, so that we'll be able to take care of Nigerian factor in the loan thing. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Taiwo. Thank you very much. That was so That's so profound. Thank you. We appreciate. But actually, we are doing something like that already. In every state that we are currently in, we have our staffs there, right? We have our workers there. So they go to each farm from time to time to check how the farm is going. And even from the office here in Lagos, we used to travel around. Like I said, last month we were in Ede last month. So we used to travel around to each state to check ourselves and see how things are actually going in the business. So yeah, we are doing something like that. But thank you very much. We really appreciate that. We really, really, really appreciate that. Thank you, sir. So, do we have any other question or contributions before we call it a day for this masterclass? It has been an amazing ride. It has been an awesome ride, and I sincerely enjoyed this class. I enjoyed the journey. I
Yes,
enjoyed the journey.
we enjoy it.
Uh,
Yeah.
Madam,
I
madam,
hope this last class you will send the recording because me I came late so just
Yes, we will
coming from.
send
madam,
it. Don't worry. I'm with you, Mr.
madam,
Taiwo.
Why do you come
may
late?
I
You will
use this
pay.
opportunity to sell
I will
myself?
pay. Okay, I will pay. No problem. I will pay.
Hello, ma.
No problem. No problem. Please,
Hello,
Mr.
ma.
Taiwo, I can
Ma,
hear you. I can hear you,
ma,
Yes,
please.
ma.
ma, please.
I'm into
Ma,
dispute resolution.
hello.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
into yes, I'm into dispute resolution. So, with what we are doing, we have ways of how we can negotiate and mediate in between the lenders and the borrower. Though
Okay.
I will have introduced myself as a dispute resolution specialist before talking about those because we have looked into those factors. That's why I was able to give those issues. So I'm
No
into dispute
problem, sir.
resolution and I do consulting, I do training. So at any point in time, if you have issues, we can always look at it and see how issues can be solved.
Where
At
do
this
Mr.
situation.
Taiwo, where do you stay, sir?
Yes, sir. I
Mr.
stayed in
Taiwo,
Lagos. My family are in Lagos, but I stay in Abuja most time.
can we exchange number,
Okay.
sir?
No problem. May I know who I'm talking to now?
You are talking to Abdulmojid Ayodele.
Okay. I've already chatted with you initially to say you need to mute your phone. I don't know, maybe you see that.
Come again.
I chatted with you to mute your phone at the point when I see that your
Okay.
phone your line was
Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah.
So you see
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
that red dove, something like red dove or
Okay.
Taiwo Akitobi. That's my name.
Hello.
Taiwo Akekumi. Okay, I will check.
Akitobi
Hello, sir.
Akitobi. Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Thanks.
So James
All right.
Njayama,
No. Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you, please.
I believe that you're also going to post the video of that extraordinary class yesterday with fish farmers.
Yes,
We're
yes,
looking
yes,
forward to it.
yes. We are going to post it. We are working on posting it before this class. We are going to post it. Yes. Yes, I
Sir,
can hear you, please.
finally,
Can
does
we ask a
the
question
theory
again? I
attract
still have a question.
any charges?
Hello.
Can we mute our mic, please? Can we mute our mic, please, so that we hear ourselves?
Hello, ma.
Somebody's. Hello, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Okay, I think does your loan attract any charges or interest?
Yes, I mentioned that already. I said we do between 3% to
3 and 5.
5%, between 3% to 5% monthly, depending
Okay,
on the capacity of your.
okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, you're
I
welcome.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, I have an action.
Question.
Hello, I have an action.
Yes, yes, please go
Hello.
ahead.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, sorry, somebody
Okay.
is asking me a question.
I want to come. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm listening.
I'm a student actually,
I
and I
cannot hear
studied
you.
agricultural economics at Swadam
I,
in
ca-
Sokoto. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, I said I am a student at agricultural economics. I'm in my
Okay,
final year, and when I
okay,
registered, I actually filled Sokoto as my current location, and when I'm done with my academic, I will be traveling back home. I could be based in Lagos or in Abuja. So regarding though, I would love to start up a poultry in the nearest future, probably during my NYS because I intend to serve in Abuja. So regarding the loan, is it possible for someone to secure a loan, like to start a poultry business? Because I think you might not, your organization might not be willing to offer loan for someone to start up a poultry business, given the fact that person has maybe little or no experience in the business.
Okay, yeah. So what we do is we start with business from 6 months to 1 year, because I mentioned that you would have to upload a bank statement, right? So, and it's a 6 month bank statement. So that has to show that you have to be in the business at least 6 months before, so that you have a statement to upload. So just start and then send us a message. We'll see what we do about that.
Okay, thank
I
you
wish
so
you good
much.
luck. You are welcome. All right. Somebody wanted to ask a question the other time. I think we'll take that as the last question. Who was that?
Okay, it's me. I want to ask question.
Okay, please go
Can I
ahead.
say, okay, my question is, number one, can we invite you to train a group of farmers for a training program for a group of farmers? That is
Okay,
number
number
one.
2.
Number two, I just want to confirm, you said your loan is between 3 to 5% per month. Am I right?
Yes, you are right.
So what is the highest duration that you can give a loan at? 1 year,
So
6 months,
no, we do short-term financing. So
like how long?
for poultry farm we do 2 months, and for fish farm we do 3 months.
2 months. Minimum, what's the minimum amount and what's the maximum amount the farmer can have access to?
We do from 200,000 upward. You can have access to as much as 10 million, 20 million, depending on our analysis on your account.
Of the account. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. We'll be willing to, I want to know how I can get in touch with you. We have a cooperative for farmers only, and we want you to do this type of training for them.
Okay, you can please send a DM. Just send a DM to our page. Send a DM and we'll respond to you. I'll respond to you. So we can talk
Okay.
from there.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. You're
Thank you
welcome.
so much for
Thank
this
you.
training. Well organized
Yeah,
and well presented. We really appreciate it.
you're welcome. So
Thank you.
I want to say big thank
When
you
are we
to
getting our
everyone.
certificate? When are we getting
You
our
would get
certificate?
your certificates on or before Monday. I said on
Okay.
or before Monday because tomorrow is Saturday and we might not be
Okay.
working tomorrow. But you get
Okay,
it
you are
on or
supposed to
before
invite us
Monday.
to party to come and collect it too.
It's no problem. But we'll send you a link to download your certificate. So
Okay.
please,
After
I
going
would
through a
implore
master's class, we should do a party.
no problem, organize that. Organize that. So we need everyone to please, if you have not filled the form that was sent, please try and fill it. If the network is not working well, please try and fill it. But if you are trying to fill the form and you could not fill it because of network, please send a DM so that you'll be able to access your certificate. So that being said, can you mute your mic, please?
Ms. Adora,
Can
thank
you mute
you.
our mic, please? Okay.
Hello?
Okay, awesome. Yes,
Hello?
please. Hello.
Please, are you with today's program? Because my data is finished. I just recharged now.
We
Like
are going to send
five
it,
or
don't worry.
now.
We
I
are
just
going to
saw
send to
just
this. We are going to send to this.
Is that Mommy Sheung?
yes.
I'm right
My
there.
data is finished. I just join again.
No problem. We'll send it. Don't worry. We'll send it.
I'm right there. Don't
Thank
worry.
All
you.
Next
right.
time I will come to a
So
desk.
thank you very much, everyone. Thank you so much for
We enjoyed this
today,
program.
and thank
Thank
you for
you
joining
so
this
much.
masterclass. You are
Thank
welcome.
you, ma.
Thank you,
You are
ma.
welcome. Thank you
Thank
very
And
you.
much. So
we are waiting our certificates.
yes, please. So if you cannot fill the form that was sent, please send a message to me or send a message to me so that we see what we can do about that. So that being said, we wrap up our master class. Thank you very much for joining, and we, as I promised, not keep this group dormant. We'll definitely be posting informations on the group every time. So thank you once again, and have a good evening.
Thank you,
Thank you,
ma.
ma.
Thank
All right.
you.